We're back here on the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show. I'm telling you, some of the best conversations really do happen in the commercial breaks. Mayor Betty Copeland, Mayor Marita Garrett. You're running for mayor. Was there a moment when you had, I'm going to say self-doubt, like, should I be doing this? Is this something I really should pursue?
Yeah. I did in the beginning, because number one, I was thinking, jeepers, I don't have a college education, you know, just high school, and I've just been a housewife and a volunteer through the years. Is that going to be enough to do the job like it should be done? And I got a lot of encouragement from different people, particularly in my party and my church people. I mean, my pastor had me come up front. They put their hands around me and prayed for me. So all of that encouraged me and said, yeah, you can do the job.
I'm going to ask you that same question, Marita, but hold on just a second, because I know your daughter. I know you have a son.
I have another daughter
I was going to say, and you have another daughter as well. When you told them you were running for mayor, what did they say?
They said, Mom, do you really think you need to do this? And I said, yes, I think I need to do it. I said, your father probably will think it's funny because he passed away May 15, 2016. He'll probably think it's funny, but then on the other hand, he'll probably be praying for me to help me.
Absolutely, yeah. So Mayor Garrett, how about you? Now back to that original question. Was there a moment where you had that self-doubt? Should I do this? Is this the right thing?
Definitely. I mean, you know, it can be grueling on the campaign trail, especially depending on your opponents. You know, I was running against 3 men, so the only woman in that race, and we're coming right off of, you know, what happened in 2016. So there's questions that maybe I wouldn't have had until after November 2016. But then you remember, again, you kind of go back to why did you decide to run in the first place? And then I took it back. Why did I decide to run for council in the first place? And it aligned the same. And it's one of those things, you just keep seeing it out. You definitely pray on it. And that was the other thing. I only kept good vibes around me. I have this thing where I say positive vibes only. And so if people were trying to talk negative or say, oh, I read, or somebody on Facebook said, nope, don't bring it to me. I got to focus on this campaign and getting the message out.
Were there people who said to you, don't do it, you can't do this, you can't win, why are you doing this? Were there those people out here?
Oh yeah, there, so many, Lynn. But they were out there. They were saying whether, so for example, the 3 opponents, I'm not originally from Wilkinsburg. Okay. And I don't hide that. You know, I've been in the region for 15 years, Wilkinsburg 8. 3 of my opponents were born and raised in Wilkinsburg. And so people were saying, you know, well, Wilkinsburg natives, you know, they're going to win, whatever. And it's only right that, you know, another man takes office, because we've had black men as mayors for about the past 20, 25 years. And so it was just all these things like, I don't know if maybe you're doing too much, like maybe stay on council, stay in your lane. So I got that, you know, so many different ways.
And I saw you nodding your head, Mayor Coleman, when I asked that question and she started to answer. Were there people who said to you?
Oh, sure. Even one gentleman in my party who thought that I wasn't going to be able to win. And then we had some people who said, she's too old. How is she going to run things, you know? But as I say, I just prayed about it and listened to other people who had positive things to say to me about what they thought I could do, that I could be a calming influence. So that's what I've been relying on.
So, Mayor Garrett, you look ahead at Wilkinsburg. Wilkinsburg is ripe for development. What are some of your goals? What do you want to see happen?
So some of the things I want to see, as you said, right from development, you know, we're geographically located right off the parkway. Buses access us easily, but I want to see responsible and inclusive community development. So where that, you know, the Wilkinsburg residents who have stayed through the years, the ones who are welcome to come in, but everyone is still there and everyone is more so activated as active change agents. I don't think, you know, sometimes when people come in with development plans, they feel they have to change the whole thing and target a new crowd. And I think the residents and the population we have right now are perfectly fine. So let's make an amazing, livable, truly livable community for them. And we can welcome others to be in our community as well. So continuing on that, and also continuing to address a lot of blight that we have in there, because I think when you see, you know, abandoned homes and vacant homes, it kind of does something to your psychology. But if we can remove that and show, you know, green space or open air, that helps to bring kind of, you know, new perspectives on what we can have here in our borough.
Absolutely. And then Mayor Copeland, I feel like you're in a different position, because a lot of people are moving outside of the city of Pittsburgh. True. And they're moving in, a lot of young families are moving into areas like Bridgeville. You're not too worried about getting overpopulated.
No, our main concerns right now is controlling traffic. So we are working on that. We have a lot of traffic that comes through Bridgeville.
Going through.
Yeah. So that's one of our main concerns. And then the next thing is our parks. We have one park that's been flooded, so we'll be working on getting that straightened out before summer comes, because that's one of the main parks that's used for our games and and things like that. So we have a lot of funding that's set aside for repairs for that.
Okay.
So.
And Mayor Garrett, let me ask you this. If there was one business, one type of business, I won't say specific business, that you would like to see land in right on Penn Avenue in the heart of Wilkinsburg, what would that be? Would it be entertainment? Would it be service, goods, groceries? What would that be?
Right now, immediately, coffee shop. Just a coffee shop. Yeah, we have a coffee shop, and a great coffee shop, Biddle's Escape, but it's closer to Braddock Avenue and Regent Square area part of Wilkinsburg. But on Penn Avenue, if you want coffee, you have to go to McDonald's or you have to run in to Get-Go. So it would be really nice to have a local coffee shop right on Penn Avenue where you can just go in there, get your coffee, see a couple people, and then head back out while they're catching the bus. So that's the immediate thing that I would see.
Great one.
See, we need to
take notes. She said that we have a great one.
Take notes.
We've got to take a commercial break. We're going to come back in just a minute and wrap all this up when the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show continues. Don't go away.